Welcome to today's Polkadot Open Gov video, where I'll look at the Treasury proposals added in the discussion phase and also the active referendums, mostly the new ones, and also changes with the existing ones that we've already been speaking about. So let's kick it off here with proposal 1954 in discussion. It's a Treasury proposal for on-ramping or off-ramping for retailers and merchants on Exmo.com. And Exmo is an exchange. This has been created by Mike Blank, who's used the username here to launch this proposal. He doesn't have a verified checkmark, which means that we don't know for sure if it's really somebody at Exmo here. We're just assuming it could be, so we just have to trust them. And they're requesting 55,253 DOT for that trust. No reputation, just trust a random person called Mike Blank that they've actually launched this proposal. But yeah, it just shows you why check marks are important when you launch proposals in Polkadot Open Gov and also on Kusama Open Gov. So what is this proposal about? Well, Exmo is a reputable and secure cryptocurrency exchange serving a global community of traders and investors since 2014. With our user-friendly interface and advanced trading features, we provide a seamless experience for users to access a wide range of cryptocurrencies and trade with confidence. They're saying here that they do $50 million daily volume, more than 1 million KYC users, which I don't really believe here, to be fair. 4K monthly active traders, top 40 on CoinGecko, member of Crypto UK, member of Trust, 180 pairs and 5 fiat currencies. They've also got a team of over 135 crypto enthusiasts. They've got offices in the UK, in Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania, and the US. They set up the Save Ukraine Relief for $2 million in funding, and they partner with Gearbox DAO to launch the Earn program. Now, Mike Blank has posted his LinkedIn profile here, so we gotta give credit that he's at least been transparent from that aspect. So you could always contact him on LinkedIn just to make sure that this is really him that has launched this proposal. He's the CEO and co-founder of DeFi protocol Augmented Finance, an investment professional who has extensive experience working for a US-based family office and investing in top-tier US startups like Uber, Hyperloop. Then there's also Matt Dangerfield. So quite a lot of people here, as you can see. But yeah, I'm not too convinced with this specific exchange, and I'll tell you why as well, and you'll understand why. But what they're trying to do here, when you look at the proposal objectives, is a seamless integration to create a compliant on-ramp, off-ramp solution that seamlessly integrates with Polkadot, providing a user-friendly experience for retail users to buy or sell assets deployed on the Asset Hub, and thus encouraging broader adoption of the Polkadot ecosystem. I think they wanted to write here. Enhance accessibility, so simplify access to the Polkadot ecosystem for retail users via deploying a dedicated front end on Exmo.com to expose 40,000 or more monthly visitors of Exmo.com. The ability to learn about the Polkadot ecosystem and to use it. But yeah, they're looking for 55,253 DOT paid in 2 installments. The first installment upon completion of the retail-facing solution, they'd be looking for 27,626.5 DOT there. And then upon completion of the merchant-facing solution, they'd be looking for another 27,626.5. They're explaining here why they chose Polkadot as well, and that they like Gavin Wood's vision, etc. There's only been one comment here by Chain Spect, and they're just asking for a justification when it comes to how the funds are going to be spent. And so once they get more clarity, they would vote in support for this, basically. But let's take a look at what Exmo is. So Exmo is the exchange. They've also got a cryptocurrency here. The market cap is very low, only 9,189,000. But I want to talk about this here. Look at the volume that they're doing. So this is the Exmo cryptocurrency on the USDT pair on their exchange, and they're only doing $1,828 in volume for 24 hours here. It's even less than 1K for some of the other pairs. So very, very low volume here. This is their exchange. Pretty basic exchange. It looks okay, but it is pretty basic. It has a limit, a market, and a stop here. Order, you can see the order. There's a lot of fake volume as well from looking at this, because there's no way that there are actual trades here happening exactly at these specific prices. So there's definitely a lot of fake volume. You can be sure of that. There are better exchanges which have fake volume as well. So what's to stop Exmo from creating that big volume too. So yeah, I'm not too convinced that this specific exchange is that great, but you can already buy DOT and sell DOT and other cryptocurrencies on their exchange with Fiat, but they do plan to integrate Asset Hub, so it could be interesting, but I just don't know if it's an exchange that's going to be used enough. And I think they're just trying to piggyback off the Polkadot narrative here just so that they can get users within the ecosystem to just use their exchange because they'd be the only ones which would support Asset Hub. So yeah, I'm not in favor of this specific proposal because I don't want to be KYCing for Asset Hub assets, and I don't think many people would want to be KYCing for that. You can just use a DEX if you want to do that, and then you can also use one of the more reputable exchanges if you need to use a centralized exchange. And also their liquidity in terms of the fiat on-ramp isn't that great either. So yeah, I'm not in support of this specific proposal, and I will be voting nay once this goes on chain. Let's move on and talk about the next proposal here, proposal 1955 in discussions by Pyth Network Palette for Polkadot. This is a treasury proposal again. It's with a username here, ABWorld, ABWORLD, but it's not a verified account with the check mark, so they should really verify it there. So what is the Pyth Network Treasury proposal? Duoro Labs proposes building and deploying a Pyth palette, allowing any Polkadot parachain to implement the Pyth oracle within its own runtime environment. Instead of natively integrating the Pyth oracle on individual parachains, a Pyth palette provides economies of scale and coverage for all existing and future parachains, regardless of the virtual machine used. Deploying Pyth smart contracts on a single EVM-based parachain is straightforward, but managing multiple EVM-based parachains becomes cumbersome over time. Now, this is the one we need to pay attention to here. Note that Pyth cannot currently be easily deployed on non-EVM-based parachains, and deploying on individual non-EVM parachains would cost upwards of 1 million each. By creating a Pyth palette, the Pyth oracle becomes available on all Polkadot parachains and future management, and upgrades are simplified. Therefore, a Pyth palette for the entire Polkadot ecosystem creates a publicly available oracle network for the growing parachain ecosystem. And again, this is only limiting it to EVM, and I don't think this is the way forward. We should be looking more at native palettes, something that's more native to the ecosystem. We don't only have EVM, we want support for WASM as well. So yeah, to me, this request is very, very high here. I mean, you can find more information about Pyth Network. They're claiming to be the largest first-party oracle here of the world's financial data. It supports more than 350 real-time price feeds. So I don't know if they're the largest here, because Chainlink is the largest as far as I'm aware. So I'm not so sure about that. But yeah, they're giving us more information here on Duoro Labs and Pyth Network. But wait until you see the request here. So yeah, this is the team. They're estimating 2,000 hours of work here with an hourly rate of $1,250 across all the team members, of course. And they're looking for $2,500,000 for this with zero reputation in the ecosystem. You're coming here requesting $2.5 million. Wow, that's some courage there with an unverified wallet as well. So well done. It's a good idea, don't get me wrong, but there are many issues I see with this. So the first issue I see is you've got no reputation in the ecosystem. And you're requesting a humongous amount for a major project here. And the second issue I see here is that you are focused mostly on EVM. You can't support anything native for this amount of money. Not to mention this is already a very, very large amount of money. So if you're going to be supporting the Polkadot ecosystem, you should be considering something native like WASM, like Ink, you know, not just EVM. To me personally, this is a nay. But if you want to support it, feel free to do so. Here you can get more information, X, Discord, Telegram, etc. So there, yeah, nobody has left any comment, by the way. And this is their Pyth Network X account as well. They've got over 64,000 followers. And this is their website if you want to check it out. It does look professional, smarter data for smarter contracts. But again, a very, very large ask, no reputation in the ecosystem. And only focusing on EVM. So to me, that's a need. Let's move on and talk about the next one here. And this is a scam, so we're not going to spend too much time here. This is proposal with the discussion 1957 .airdrop on Terra 2.0. This was launched 7 hours ago and it's already on chain, by the way. And it's get a .airdrop on Terra 2.0 by visiting a scam URL. So don't visit this URL. They're likely going to try and get your details here to your wallets if you connect your wallets anywhere here. So please don't click on these links. Absolute scam. Let's move on and talk about the active referendum here. And the first one I want to look at here is the referendum killer. referendum 204 by Bill Laboon here, which has a major deposit of 50,000 DOT. So it's not easy to launch a referendum, kill a referendum. 27 days and 23 hours left, and it's passing. And this is a proposal by Bill Laboon, director of the Web3 Foundation, to kill the airdrop referendum scam, which I just launched on chain, by the way. And looking at the first one here, a referendum 197, this is by Szego. It's a small tipper, and it's got 5 days and 2 hours left. It is currently passing with 454k in I votes and 99k in nay votes. And it's for the Polkadot Weigher, which is a project that provides a UI for easily tracking the weight consumption over all the Polkadot and Kusama parachains. Apparently, this is especially useful with the emergence of agile core time to understand how low the consumption of core time is for most parachains. After the implementation of agile core time, these projects will be able to adjust their core time ownership to their needs. This proposal is requesting a tip for the developed code. If this proposal is approved, he's going to register a custom domain for the website. And he's requesting 200 DOT for this. So yeah, why not? I mean, I am in support, but he needs to verify his account. He needs to get that check mark. He has only created a username, but yeah, he needs to verify his account. Let's move on and talk about the next one here, referendum 198. Now, referendum 199 by Batman. Again, this is something that I've been discussing during the discussion phase as well. But yeah, they made a mistake here with the extrinsic. So they created a remark extrinsic instead of a treasury.spend. So they'll need to launch this referendum again. It's obviously failing here because it is submitted wrong. Looking at referendum 200 here by Tribe Angel Hack. Again, something I've talked about in the discussion phase. They have launched it on chain now, 26 days and 21 hours left. And it's currently failing with over 446k in nay votes and over 170k in I votes. Referendum 201 by Kamil here. It's got 26 days and 22 hours left, and it's currently passing with over 1.7 million DOT in I votes and over 335k in nay votes. And this proposal here is for the Kagome C++ implementation of the Polkadot host. And this is milestone 2. I have spoken about this when they initially launched it, and it has been rejected. So they've made some changes and are trying again. You can see they've added this description here to the referendum. And this is the resubmission of referendum 146, which did not pass, despite receiving much positive feedback highlighting the team's competence and the high quality of our previous work. Therefore, this proposal was adjusted with the following changes. DevOps and QA support will be handled without Sora Mitsu's involvement, because they did get a lot of slack for using Sora Mitsu and being related to Sora Network, which doesn't have the best reputation in the ecosystem, by the way. The Quadrivium team will take over quality assurance. The existing development team will temporarily maintain the CI and CD process, referring to continuous integration and continuous development until a new DevOps engineer is hired. Also optimized scope, resulting in 33% cost reduction. The proposal duration has been shortened for 6 months to 4 months, focusing on the most urgent and impactful features, beefy async backend and WASM edge integration. But yeah, it looks good right now. Also, Bill Laboon is in support of this. I've seen a comment from Bill there. He's saying it is extremely important that Polkadot has multiple host implementations. They provide resilience and decentralization. We have seen in the past with Ethereum, when one implementation could not produce blocks but others could. I have interacted with Kamil and his team in the past, and I've always been impressed with their technical chops and professionalism. I am voting aye for this proposal. Note that all comments are my own personal opinion and do not necessarily reflect the position of Web3 Foundation. Well, this is good enough for me, Bill, because I'm also going to vote aye after reading your comment. Until that, I was going to abstain because, I don't know enough about it to make a wise decision here. But after seeing Bill's comment, I'm happy to support it too. Next, we've got a new one here, referendum 202 by Polkadot Ecology. It's got 27 days and 3 hours left. So it had just been recently launched on chain today. It's failing though with over 660k nay votes and 15k in I votes. And we'll take a quick look at it. So this is for the operating cost for research organization of the Polkadot Ecology Research Institute between October of this year and March of next year. And this is for research in China, apparently. So greetings to all esteemed members of the Polkadot community. We are the Polkadot Ecology Research Institute, a well-known research organization from the Chinese Polkadot community. we're submitting a new treasury proposal to request operating expenses from October 2023 to March 2024, and this is a formal application, and below is our development process for your reference. Apparently they were founded in October 2020. They've been in operation for exactly 3 years, and in the past 36 months they've produced 185 in-depth articles on Polkadot Ecology with an average of over 5,000 words per article, and some even exceeding 10,000 words. In total, they've generated over 1 million words of original content and have become the most productive research institution for Polkadot original content production in the Chinese community. Apparently, their original content has been recommended by many well-known global media outlets, including Tencent News, Jinsei Finance, Marsbeat News, etc., etc., including Cointelegraph. Moreover, they're the only Chinese media outlet that publishes content on Polkadot's official Medium, which was shared by Polkadot's official Twitter, liked by Gavin. You can find the contributions there in the link. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. And their story and with Polkadot dates back to 2019 when we started promoting Polkadot in China. We also co-hosted a 2019 Polkadot China tour and held a significant offline event in Chengdu where Polkadot founder Gavin Wood was in attendance, which became Gavin's last personal participation in a Polkadot community event due to COVID-19. So wow, this is interesting. I think this is when Gavin went to China. So it seems that they've met with Gavin Wood in the same time when Chainx launched, because the Chainx founder was the one that translated the official Polkadot white paper in Chinese. So it could be that these guys are familiar with the Chainx team as well, who have abandoned the Chainx project, unfortunately. But yeah, it's interesting to see this. I didn't even know about these guys, but obviously the community is not in support, at least not yet. So we'll see if they're going to continue getting the funding or not. And you can find the different versions of their report if you're interested in both Chinese and English here. So you could see some of the comments from the community. There's this hater again saying that there are too many Chinese organizations which are requesting money from the treasury for different reasons. Polka World, AI Web3 Chinese, Polkadot Ecology, and so on. Do we really need so many organizations to promote Polkadot in China? They've got a huge response here. And this person here is commenting, need a big hand from Gavin Wood with 1800 W weights to back it up. Haha, go Gavin. This one is a bit better than Polkadot research and marketing. They are in-depth articles and they are given to the Chinese media. Looking at this here, you could see this is their page. 526 likes here. One article to understand the past, present, and future Web3. They've got 236 followers only, so not a whole lot of people following them. But yeah, I mean, why not, right? And finally, there's the scam airdrop account here. As you can see, they've launched referendum 203. Obviously, an anonymous wallet here. 27 days and 19 hours left. Nobody has voted this in favor, which I'm glad to see. The community is paying attention to these proposals with just over 616K in nay vote. And just to take a quick look at the treasury as well, $44,590,000 still available in the treasury, worth over $161 million. 105,960 will be awarded, which is worth 384K in this round. And the next burn is going to be of $445,890. And there are still 12 days and 14 hours left before this spend period is over and we go into the next round. So thank you for watching today's video and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye bye.